From the Eyewitness News Weather Center, this is a CBS 3 Storm Watch update.
Hey there, everyone. We have been dealt already a light little batch of snow. I'm going to take you back in time first and foremost in one of our live neighborhood network cameras back a handful of hours to before the sun came up. And at this point, this is about 6-7 hours ago, there was nothing on the ground. I'll put things into motion. The light of day starts to pop. The cars go through and you start to see the snow. Look at that. You see it really filling up on the pavement, on the top of the pavilions. This was a nice little burst that came in, and this is just the first batch of another that will come in later on tonight and help add to these totals already. At least here in Berks County, you ended up with some decent accumulation already, but there is more to come, and there's certainly more to come for Philadelphia as well. When we look at storm scan just in the last couple of hours, it was stealthy this morning, some of that snow. We managed to see some flurries as far east as even here at our own broadcast center, but it didn't show up on the radar. It was just such light precipitation. It barely stuck and barely accumulated in most spots, but it was enough that it did leave a very thin little layer of very light snow on some grass and certainly on pavement and definitely on our cars as well. All of this did in fact verify, however, and it's left behind again, as I just showed you, some light snow in Berks and Lancaster counties, even up to the Lehigh Valley and Poconos. But this is sort of receding at this point. It's going to pick up again with the sluggish front that continues to track east. It's a broad system. It extends all the way down into the Lone Star State, all the way up to New England, and we've got widespread advisories and storm warnings that are in place because of it. We will sit in a winter weather advisory here locally. We'll get to that in a second, but notice how far south it extends, even off the map. But winter storm warnings are posted even down into Texas because of this system. Now, locally, it's more of a nuisance storm, frankly, for Philadelphia than anything. And it's all just because this front is very sluggish, but it is going to be bringing with it enough cold air that we end up with some snow late tonight and into tomorrow morning. So the bulk of the accumulation actually happens tomorrow morning in Philly. We've already seen some north and west, obviously, and there's another round that comes in. And the general gist is this, that you're going to end up with the sweet spot of snow north and west, but the greatest impacts when it comes to travel for most of us is actually tomorrow morning. So let's talk about the winter weather advisory locally. Again, this is until 6 a.m. tomorrow. It is going into effect throughout the day from northwest to southeast. So for some of you, it's not actually in effect yet, but it will be, and then it lasts until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Notice Philly is not included. This is, again, more of a nuisance kind of a snow system for us in the city than anything, and that's a story up and down I-95. Further southeast you go, it's more of a coating to 1 inch if you're lucky, and it's a 1 to 3 inch swath then in this light shaded blue area. Notice that the darker shade of blue, that matches up really well with the winter weather advisory that we just showed you, but you could see up to 6 inches, so it's understandable that they're going to put an advisory up for that kind of a total. Looking at the 7-day though, once we get past tomorrow morning, especially mid to late morning, this is all getting out of here. We'll have some cleanup to do, but there is a nice warming trend that takes place. Take a look at what happens. We are not only in the sunshine Friday and into Saturday, but warming up nicely, flirting with or even hitting 50 both weekend days. Nice tailgate weather for the Eagles, certainly, but we'll keep that theme going even into Monday, though by that point, there may be some rain showers.
This has been a CBS 3 Storm Watch update.